9 judges selected as organizers try to provide greater transparency at the Calypso finals, and a suggestion that a tax cut could ensure Calypso monarchs take home more of their earnings. I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. The details coming up.
And don't waste time, eh? You know we deliver all over Dominica. The customer waiting for their product. All right?
Delivery from Muslim store. Anybody home?
Whether you rent or you have your own home, the Muslim store is the place to get what you need. We deliver.
Trust me, fellas, HIV is for real. Don't take chances, it's not worth it. Use a condom every time, fellas. The choice is yours, don't take chances. I play it safe, I use a condom every time. You should as well.
When life moves fast, you need something to keep up with you. That's why you need the MyLime app. Remember the days of lining up to top up your phone? Well, not anymore. Now you can top up to start talking the night away. How about those pesky bills for postpaid? If you'd like to look at your entire bill, press download. Do you have that friend that always spams you for phone credit? Let's send them some credit. Need to post your selfies online? How about getting a data bolt on? Using the MyLime app takes less than 10 seconds. Now go forth and text, WhatsApp, and watch videos. My life, my way, MyLime.
Introducing the Ashley collection at Quartz. Quartz has joined with Ashley Furniture, the #1 selling home furnishings brand in America, to bring you the most extraordinary furniture selection at unbeatable prices. It's now easier than ever before to find that perfect furniture piece for your home. And what's more, you can add that special touch with the right accent piece from our range of designer accessories from Ashley. Create the perfect look for your home with the Ashley collection at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Visit the new Ashley Gallery at our Roseau store.
9 judges have been selected for the Calypso finals as part of efforts toward greater transparency in the selection process.
On Thursday, the judges' names were dipped from a pool of 30 trained people. State college lecturers and a priest are among the judging panel.
In the interest of transparency, openness, that we feel that we open, let the public know how we choose the judges and who are the judges. And and one of the things is that we have a lot of confidence in the integrity of the judges, and we know that they will not be influenced anyway other than on the night of the show.
What has been the norm before?
Well, in the past, I think they used to dip, but it used to be done in closed doors. And it never really used to come out in the public. I mean, people there, but now we have decided to change it and get the public more involved, make them know that who the judges are, and the judges will discuss with them and they have no problem with it.
2 out of the 9 judges are judging a Calypso final for the first time.
Mr. Patrick Pemberton, Miss Monsignor Eustace Thomas, Mr. Livingston Castle, Mr. Batterson Lewis, Mr. Jeff John Baptist, Mr. Mervyn Alexander, Miss Trudy Christian, Miss Ashma McDougall, and Miss Natasha Henderson. Also, on reserve, we have Miss Shirma John and Mr. Ronald Smith.
Hunter says the people who put themselves forward to judge must have an understanding of Calypso music. What level of training do these people have to go through to get to this point?
Well, firstly, they must love Calypso. They must be listening to Calypso. They have to understand Calypso. And also, the thing is about Calypso is that you have different segments being judged. So some people may be generalists. Some people may be stronger on the lyrics, and some people are stronger on the melody. So our panel, as you can see, have musicians. We have people who can write, and also we have people who just understand Calypso in general. As you know, judging is a lot. So I mean, you have a criteria and you stick to the criteria, but you know this small thing about your own opinion plays a role. So you might have slight variation because your taste is not my taste.
Where does your role come in as judges coordinator? What do you do?
Well, I don't judge. I'm not a judge, and I will never tell a judge how to judge. My role is one, to ensure that we have the judges ready for the competition. Number two, that we pick them for the competition. Three, that I have to ensure that while they are judging, that they are comfortable, so whatever they need, that everything is in place. Then I help with tabulation of the results. And I also, the results is first given to me, and then I pass it on to the Calypso Association representative, who then take it to the MC.
The order in which the Calypsonians will perform on Saturday night at the Windsor Park Stadium is as follows: the Bob, Peaky, Stingray, Lord Caressa, Buple, The Professor, King Dice, Black Diamond, Jamabi, and Daddy Chess.
And President of the Dominica Calypso Association says one of the factors which could determine an increase in the prize money for the Calypso Finals could be a tax cut or VAT relief.
The discussion over an increase in the prize money, especially for the Calypso Monarch, comes up every carnival season. However, the Calypso Association has not been able to meet that request because of production costs and office expenses.
The loan payment for this building every year is about $80,000, so you have to bear this in mind too. You don't want the bank to come and repossess your building and that kind of thing, you know. It will be a very shameful thing. So we have to bear all this in mind, so that's why we have to be very careful as to how we spend the money. From time to time, the artists have the little problems too, and we come on board and assist, you know, in funerals, when you have funerals, or guys have to go to the hospital for medical, we help to pay different little bills and so on.
St. Rose says he hopes the association can meet with government regarding a tax break.
I think it will come, but with dialogue, you know. The Calypso has to pay its dues too, you know, and like anything else, you have to pay tax, you have everything. So, you know, we're trying to see if we can get any type of break would do good for us, because we do a lot of stuff. People only hear about the Calypso shows, but we go to the schools, we give away trophies, we have the younger clubs who are trying to develop Calypso. Even though the finals is the biggest night, people see the crowds and they just figure out, you know, you're making money like you have no overheads, you know. Just to be in the stadium alone costs between $45,000 and $50,000. The band for the season is about $45,000. The artists on the night alone is about $75,000 you have to pay them. And plus the security comes up anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000. Now, on all the little logistics, the stage, all the nice fancy things you see on the stage cost a lot of money.
The prize money for the Calypso Monarch is $20,000. St. Rose says that amount is not enough.
I would like to see the Calypso King drive away with a car, you know, on the evening, and so and walk away with $35,000, $40,000. That is our hope. I don't know when it's going to happen, but from the last man to the first man, you get a difference in price. And as you go higher, you know, the price increases, that kind of thing. And when it gets better, we're going to do bigger and better things. One of the things I would like to do too is like the senior Calypsonians, you give them a stipend, let's say every year, you know, to make them know that they have to contribute to make the thing what it is today.
And ground has been broken in St. Joseph for the construction of a library in that community. Here's more.
The Eden and Emilia Baptist Memorial Foundation was formed in 2004, where they began making charitable donations in and outside of their community. With the assistance of the Catholic Church and the government of Dominica, their latest contribution to the growth and development of St. Joseph is a new library on the site of the former one.
through donations of educational books and present a modern library and resource center which will serve to empower them and educate them. We recognize the unique role that the library and resource center play in St. Joseph education and empowerment of the youth. The project that we are celebrating today is requiring leadership, foresight, careful planning, ownership, and lots of help in assisting with funds for a speedy completion of this library and resource center.
Parliamentary representative for the St. Joseph constituency, Kelva Daru, applauded the foundation for its contribution to the community.
And this activity here today is indicative of the fact that persons are still willing to give back to the communities where they were raised, the communities which contributed towards the development and the advancement.
Daru promises the government's contribution to the construction and furnishing of the library.
We will ensure that we provide the foundation with a lot of support in terms of materials for the construction of the buildings, and whatever other support that they may need on the way forward, the government will come on board and will provide that support. We will also provide support in terms of ensuring that when the building is completed, that the required equipment for the library as well as the resource center will be put in place. And I can assure you, Angie, that when the library is completed, the Ministry of Information Technology will ensure that it will be a Wi-Fi zone.
In other news now, Caris B is Showdown Mass Camp's champ of the camp.
She performed her winning song, Carnival Baby, at the Harlem Plaza on Thursday night.
I want the world to know, since that so long ago, I never missed a Calypso show. Cause I am a Carnival baby. Oh, Carnival make me. I Calypso need me. Oh, a Carnival baby.
Explosion is the first runner-up with his song On the Rise Again.
So hold on, my people, you know that we feel your pain. Workers on the rise again. Be strong, my people, we need you to hold it strong. Workers on the rise again.
Vigilante's song Still Fighting pushed him into second runner-up position.
Here in Dominica, because of one man's lust for power, we find ourselves fighting for democracy in a country that was always free. But we still there fighting for our freedom.
Leona is the third runner-up with Bend Down Low.
Yeah, your fam got to have by word, and she trying to get ahead. Woman have to bend down low. Woman have to bend down low.
The Wave was the 2014 champ of the camp.
And the newly crowned 2015 Miss DSC Mass Jamboree is advising young people to be cautious during the carnival celebrations.
Carla Henry was crowned on Thursday night at the Arak House of Culture. She is asking her peers to refrain from taking action that they will regret later.
I would also like to tell them that they should be responsible, especially as we are in the carnival season. I would like to encourage them to not drink and drive, not have unprotected sex, and to not get so intoxicated that they regret their actions when they are sober.
She says young people must take education seriously and set goals for themselves.
Because education is the key to success, and it comes with a cost that cannot be taken for granted. And I would also like to tell them that they should set goals for themselves and never give up unless these goals are fulfilled. And in everything they do, put their best foot forward, give it their utmost.
This is Channel 5 News. Coming up, we'll hear more on the winner of the DSC Mass Jamboree competition.
Pardon the interruption. Something more is coming. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Expect more.
Celebrate Celebrate the mass with trading at Courts. Need to spruce up outdated and old products this carnival? Well, trade in your old item for something brand new at Courts and get up to $400 cash discount. The more you spend, the greater the cash discount. Offer applies to both cash and credit purchases, but shop on credit and pay absolutely nothing until Easter with purchases 24 months and over. We'll even haul away the old item when we deliver the new. So don't wait. Shop today and enjoy the mass with Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
Strong preparation. Strong concentration. Strong teamwork. Strong nerve. Strong performance. Strong oil. Volkswagen recommends Castrol Edge, our strongest oil. Castrol, it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering.
This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I am seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that have come to last. Here's to living in the now.
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so good. KFC, so good for everyone.
We mixing white dog with anything. Only white dog. White dog with anything. Only white dog can beat it. It's calling. I'm eating. It's calling. Only white dog can beat it. It's calling. I'm eating.
White Oak. When it pours, you reign.
Trust me, fellas, HIV is for real. Don't take chances, it's not worth it. Use a condom every time, fellas. The choice is yours, don't take chances. I play it safe, I use a condom every time. You should as well.
Thank you for staying with us. Carla Henry won 5 awards on her way to capturing the 2015 DSC Miss Mass Jamboree crown on Thursday.
The 19-year-old sophomore student says she believes the question and response round and thematic round gave her the edge she needed to win the pageant. Henry says she will ensure that she represents the Dominica State College to the best of her ability. She won the People's Choice Award, Best in Evening Wear, Best Response to Question.
The roles of an ambassador entail promotion of one's country, whether they are in or out of state. Therefore, my ambassadorial roles would not stop when I am here in Dominica.
She received the Best Runway Award and the Best Thematic Wear. The winner of the pageant received a trophy, dinner for 2 at Fort Young Hotel, a tablet compliments Lime, 1-year tuition compliments Dominica State College, a gift certificate from Dons and Divas, and she will be the queen of the Historia Carnival Band. Cherise Fabienne is the first runner-up. She received the Miss Photogenic Award and Best Performing Talent.
Take so much until I've had enough.
Chantel George won second runner-up, winning the Best Evening Wear Award. Third runner-up went to Brianna Vidal. Alwina Thomas received the Miss Amity Award. The other contestants were Sharika Winston and Tamika Balson.
And Dominica Grammar School is on a drive to make classrooms more comfortable, in fact cooler, and more conducive to learning. The Parent Teachers Association held a fundraiser on Friday. Their target, to raise $15,000 to install fans in every classroom. Samuel says students are complaining that they find it hard to concentrate. The PTA is also appealing to past students of the DGS to support this fundraising drive.
We require 60 funds. We have so far written to over 60 different business houses and service providers who we hope will continue to contribute. Some of them did in fact contribute, and we've so far raised about $2,800, and another institution gave us free ceiling funds. But we need another 12,000 plus in order to procure all of the funds that we need to put up on the building.
Samuel, who is on the final leg of his stint as PTA president, says discipline among students at grammar school has improved.
I am in fact pleased to know that we have worked hard, Ministry of Education, along with the principal and the teachers and the PTA, and the parents have also contributed in trying to alleviate the problems that we've been having in the past. We still have some challenges, but I believe we are working towards bettering it.
And where were the talent scouts as a few talented students held their own on stage in a singing competition at grammar school on Friday? The singing competition was the first item on the program for the school's fundraiser and talent expo. The singing competition was the first item on the program for the school's fundraiser and talent expo. Colton T, Hunter, Signal Band and The Professor, Triple K, WCK and Black Diamond were among the big names down to perform at Friday's show. Coming up, athletes urged to come out this weekend for the first developmental meet for the year. Sports is next.
First up, some athletics. The president of the Dominica AAA, Cedric Harris, is urging athletes to come out in their numbers this weekend for the first developmental meet for the year. The event is carded for Sunday at Leo Park in Marigot. Harris says despite the meet being held in the carnival weekend, he hopes athletes will turn out on Sunday as it presents them with a chance to qualify for the Carifta Games in Easter.
It's our first full-fledged development mini-meet. As I said, it will be at Leo Park from 11 o'clock on Sunday, the 15th of February. This competition will be used as competition to try to help our athletes qualify for this year's Carifta Games, which will carry for the 3rd to the 6th of April in St. Kitts. After we are encouraging you to get there and to perform at your best. Yes, we do understand it's a carnival weekend, but as athletes, you need to put the priorities straight away because of the challenges that we face now with accessibility to playing fields. When we do get a chance and we do get one, we have to make full use of it. So please come out, encourage your coaches, encourage the parents to give you that time off to come out and compete, because in the long run that will be what we'll be using as a measuring stick to get you on the national team to go to the Carifta Games. So again, this Sunday we're trying to start from 11 o'clock and go into maybe the afternoon somewhere around 4:30. It's a mini development, but we're hoping that this performance will come out because the athletes have been in training for quite a while now, and they are very much highly motivated to come and perform at the best.
On the cricket news, where the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School secured a 9-wicket win over the Goodwill Secondary School as action continued in the United Insurance on the 20 Sports Division Cricket Tournament on Thursday. The Goodwill School won the toss and elected to bat first, and when they took to the crease, they were all out for 37, with Lee Louisi taking 5 for 9 and Ajaya Roy 4 for 16 for the ITSS. In their turn at the crease, the ITSS took a first innings lead of 32 after they were bowled out for 69 runs. J. Adrian scored 26, taking the wickets for the Goodwill Secondary School of Gabriel Frederick with 3 for 11 and Jovan Raphael with 2 for 8. Dion Detush also took 2 for 9. The Goodwill Secondary School showed some more resolve in the second innings, scoring 54 with 29 of those runs coming from Jovan Raphael. For the ITSS, Ajay Roy again picked up 5 for 29 and Lee Louisi 4 for 22. Needing just 23 runs to win from the second innings, the ITSS scored the runs, losing just 1 wicket. The final scores, the Goodwill Secondary School 37 and 54 all out, ITSS 69 and 23 for 1. In football, ACS Tarish United have made it 3 wins for the season as they coasted to victory last night in the DFA Division 1 League. Meantime, the DFA has suspended the league until after the carnival season.
ACS Tarish United won their 3rd match for the season as action continued in the DFA Division 1 League last night in what should have been the 2nd match of a doubleheader at the Baffin State playing field. ACS Tarish United defeated Trafalgar Football Club 4-0. Quan Green, Chris Wicks, Jumaya Timothy and Mikhail Abraham scored for Tarish. Earlier, Baffin Ambassadors failed to show up for the match against Goli Dream Team. While at the Dubla playing field, Itasi United and East Central played 2-2 draw. Kwame Carbon scored both goals for Itasi, with Stanton Terrafin and Richard Litton scoring for East Central. Meanwhile, the DFA has suspended all matches this weekend due to carnival celebrations.
And back to some cricket news where the West Indies president Dave Cameron says if his going to India would have saved the ill-fated tour, then he would have done so. Dave Cameron has been criticized for his handling of the situation back in November, which ultimately led to a player strike and abandonment of the Indian tour.
And let's go back to the Honorable Pat Rousseau. From 1998, he was the first president that went and met with players. And did that solve anything? We still got 5 love in South Africa, and our game has gotten worse over time. In hindsight, you know, if my going to meet with the players would have saved the tour, yes, absolutely. Yeah. You know, that's what I should have done. But look at all the occurrences. We had a situation. We were held up in the Pegasus Hotel in 2003. Myself, the Wes Hall it was, and a couple of other persons. We almost left there like 3 o'clock in the morning negotiating with the players. We went to that World Cup, we didn't do it. We had another situation again where we got held up again with Wes Hall again. And it's been series of occasions like that. And this time the board of directors said, President, enough is enough. We are not moving on this one. As a matter of fact, Orville, the board of directors even said to me, at President, any negotiations, any changes must be approved by the board of directors before you can speak to the players.
And the West Indies captain Jason Holder has admitted that the absence of Kieran Pollard and Dwayne Bravo is a huge loss to the West Indies' chances at the World Cup. Holder described the decision not to select the pair as beyond his control and said he was not a selector. Holder became the youngest captain in West Indies history when appointed at just the age of 23 in the aftermath of the players' strike that saw the team abandon their tour of India. The chairman of selectors, Clive Lloyd, has insisted that neither Pollard or Bravo were omitted for disciplinary reasons or out of any sense of vengeance. Holder said that Bravo and Pollard are 2 players that have done well in world cricket, and not having them would be a huge loss to any side. The World Cup started on Friday with New Zealand taking on Sri Lanka. That match is already underway on ESPN, and Australia will also take on England today or tonight. The West Indies will play Ireland on Monday. That's all the time for sports. Join us next time. I'm glad you
Well, there'll be a lot to do this carnival weekend. Let's check in with the Met Office for your weather report.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's weather broadcast. I am your presenter, Marshall Alexander. Again, we begin by taking a look at earlier infrared satellite imagery and what it showed. A limited cloud cover over Dominica today, resulting in fair to partly cloudy skies across the island. Taking a look at earlier radar imagery and what it indicated, no shower activity across Dominica during today. Tonight's weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with a few brief isolated showers, with similar conditions expected into tomorrow. Sea conditions are expected to be moderate in open water, with waves peaking near 8 feet. Small craft operators and sea beavers, you're advised to exercise some caution. Conditions for the next 3 days: fair to partly cloudy skies with some isolated showers can be expected on Saturday and Sunday, with a slight increase in cloudiness with some scattered showers expected on Monday. Conditions for the rest of the Caribbean tomorrow: fair to partly cloudy skies with some isolated showers can be expected throughout most of the region tomorrow. Our international cities forecast: some snow showers can be expected in New York, and there's also a wind advisory in effect for New York. Clear skies can be expected in Miami, some rain expected in London, with partly cloudy skies expected in Caracas and Beijing. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:30 a.m. and sunset at 6:09 p.m. For more information, you can call the weather hotline at 447-5555 or visit our website at weather.gov.dm. Have a good weekend and a safe and enjoyable carnival. Have a good night.
To end the news, the headlines again: 9 judges selected as organizers try to provide greater transparency at the Calypso finals, and the suggestion that a tax cut could ensure Calypso monarchs take home more of their winnings. Send your questions and comments to news@marpin2k4.com. For instant access to the news, you can download the TurnUp 767 app. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Do have a safe weekend.